welcome to my kitchen, and today we're going to make something super indulgent, super decadent, and really fun. Perfect for a Sunday morning brunch or whenever you have guests who come and spend the night. We're going to make red velvet pancakes with a cream cheese icing drizzle. Let's go see how we make this. Started on these really awesome red velvet pancakes with a little bit of a twist. We're going to share the ingredients and then we're going to mix everything up. We're going to start off with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. So I'm also using 3 cups of liquid. I have a cup of buttermilk and a cup of whole milk in here and a cup of Greek vanilla yogurt. You're going to need a 1/4 cup. I'm using 3 cups of flour, so I'm using a 1/4 cup of cocoa and 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, 3 whole eggs. And in order to get these to be the red color that we desire, I prefer not to use like 4 tablespoons of red food coloring. So I drained a can of beets, and we're going to use as much as we need to make them the color that we want. I promise your pancakes will not taste like beets. Or, as Rick would say, dirt. Right, because he says beets taste like dirt, and I totally disagree. So, let's start mixing these up. I'm going to put all my dry ingredients in here together. There's our cocoa powder, our baking powder, our sugar, and our salt. And I'm just going to blend these together. So in with our milk and our buttermilk and our yogurt. You know, crack your eggs in or crack them in a separate bowl and pop them in there, whatever is your preference. I'm going to live on the edge today. And then I'm just going to mix this up. I'm going to break up my yolks. That's a little thicker than I'd like, but we're going to fix that when we add our beetroot juice. So, okay, you can see how thick this is. Actually, it's bubbling a little bit here and there, so we're going to go ahead and add our beet juice. And we're just going to start stirring it until we reach the color that we like. And this is a similar color to what you would get if you used red food coloring. It might not be as red as you like it. Still going to be red. We're going to go ahead and pour our pancakes. Now, I did want to tell you, we're at the end of this batch, you can see by what's left in the batter bowl. Make a pancake before you start making all the rest so that you know that your mixture is the way you want it. My mixture, I totally forgot to put vanilla in it, so I will adjust and make sure that the recipe reflects what I put in here. But listen, I also realized it didn't taste as chocolatey as I wanted it to. Now, you want red velvet to be a bit on the, light chocolate taste. So I added an extra 1/4 cup of cocoa to my batter, as well as a tablespoon of vanilla extract. You know how to make pancakes, I'm sure, and if you don't, you pour it on the hot griddle, and you wait for tiny bubbles to appear on the surface, and that's when you know they're ready to flip. Then you flip them and you cook them for another maybe 30 or 45 seconds. The red velvet batter, however, is not exactly like a traditional buttermilk pancake batter or regular pancake batter at all. So you want to keep a close eye. You don't want these to get too brown. Otherwise, they just won't look right, but they'll taste delicious. It won't even matter. So we're going to be back in just a minute and we're going to make the cream cheese frosting drizzle. Alright, we're going to move on to the cream cheese icing drizzle. What I have in my bowl is an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese and half a stick of butter. That's 4 tablespoons. These have been softened to room temperature, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to beat these together until they're light and fluffy. Thin this out with a little bit of water, about 1/4 cup. We want this to be on the thin side, and then go ahead and continue beating. Add about a teaspoon of vanilla. And I always free pour, no worries. Can't really ever have too much vanilla. And a cup of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to slowly incorporate this, and then we're going to give it a little good whip. And there you have it. It's a little bit too thick for my taste, so I'm going to go ahead and add just a splash more milk incorporate that in there. I probably don't need the mixer to do that. Just a little bit to thin it out. Maybe a tablespoon or two. There we go. It's exactly what we want, just like that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and build your delicious stack of red velvet pancakes with cream cheese icing drizzle. All right, there is our beautiful platter of red velvet pancakes. Here's our cream cheese icing drizzle ready to be poured on top. And here, we're going to go ahead.
Oh, it thickened up a little.
It did, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and just give it a nice drizzle. You can sprinkle this with some chopped pecans. I think that looks pretty awesome. Let's give this a taste. What do you think?
That's really good. Like dessert.
Yep. Yeah, it tastes like dessert. But also good for breakfast. You know, pancakes are nothing more than dessert.
Yes.
This is just a different way to make them. So, those are so good.
Yeah.
And pancakes aren't too sweet. You can really taste the cocoa and the chocolatiness in there. And you don't taste any beet juice. So, I hope you give these red velvet pancakes a try. I hope that you love them. And until next time, happy holidays! Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!